Hey guys, so today, by the way, this is Miss Size and Metal, and today we are working on talking about hearing and balance. So your ears are the primary way that you interact with your sense of sound, and your ears respond to stimuluses of sound. There are three parts to the ear, and they tend to be labeled the inner, outer, middle ear. So, first things first, there it goes. Outer ear. Sounds move through the outer ear to reach the eardrums. So, there it is. So, sounds are hitting this outer part here. This is called the pinna, and are traveling through into the eardrum right here. That's the trip to the outer ear. The middle ear, there are vibrations because sound is basically just moving air, it's vibrating. And they pass through the hammer, the anvil, and the stirrup, which are these little itty bitty bones in here, which then shake up the inner ear. The vibrations vibrate the cochlea so that you can then send those signals. Well, the signals get sent to your brain and you interpret them as sound. So, let's start thinking about a specific sound. So, like, let's think of a dog barking. Sound waves enter the outer ear here. They're traveling through this narrow passageway called the ear canal, leads to this eardrum right here. The eardrum vibrates back and forth, just like a drum, from the incoming sound waves and sends those vibrations onward to these tiny bones up here. And these tiny bones are now sitting there shaking in the middle ear. And these bones are called the malleus, the incus, and the stapes. They are also called the hammer, the anvil, and what was the other one? Hammer, anvil, and stirrup. But these are the fancier names for them. And so then, after these bones start to vibrate, they are actually transmitting that sound, those vibrations, to the cochlea, which is the little snail-like guy here. And it's filled with fluid. The fluid moves back and forth. At the beginning and end of the cochlea, it splits it into upper and lower pieces. So you end up with sounds, high level and lower pitched sounds, end up kind of vibrating different parts of the cochlea. And that is what sends the signals here to this nerve. So once the vibrations cause this to ripple, and there's liquid in here, which causes it to move, and these tiny little itty bitty hair cells get moved around, and that sends those signals come up this nerve here to the big auditory nerve, which goes up to your brain. Now, the trick here is that because this is filled with fluid, if you've ever been on a merry-go-round, which you're probably really young and have never done this, but we used to do it all the time when I was a kid. You'd spin and spin and spin and then you'd try and get off and you can't walk. You like fall over because the liquid in your ear is still spinning. And so your sense of balance is completely hosed because that fluid is still moving around. So as all of that starts to vibrate, it sends all of the information up through the auditory nerve and up into your brain. This electrical signal that passes on to your brain is then going to be translated by your brain into the sound of the barking dog. So again, sound starts on the outside, moves its way very circuitously through here, and all this is just vibrations that are moving different parts of your ear, and that's how you hear.